It's a lovely day at the field, and I had a bit of trouble on landing before. You can see here a few scratches on my old SuperSports.
Old SuperSport? New one.
It's pretty old now, mate. They don't come much older than this. I was just coming in for an approach and it decided to go into a vertical dive from a great height straight into the tarmac. Hey Brent.
Hello.
Where will the crash video be?
Tedenz, mate.
Tedenz, that's where he was filming it.
She's all on tape.
Yeah, I think he might have thrown a stone at it or something. Yeah. Barry, stop.
I had the microwave going as well, did that matter?
Don't be a vulture, Barry. So yeah, the motor's looking a bit second hand now. She was vertical into the runway. It's pretty impressive, I must say.
Made quite a noise.
It did, but we don't know what caused it.
I actually think, Bruce, it was all the nuts and bolts left from the drag racing.
Yeah, that's what it was. Turbulence from the drag racing.
Magnetic pull.
It was, yep.
Straight in.
Yeah, it could be a tree growing out there soon. So yeah, I was flying along, coming in for approach, and then from about, how high was it?
Yeah, about 12 feet.
Yeah, it was pretty high, and it just tucked its nose down and went vertically into the runway. And it didn't flare very much, did it?
Not a lot.
No, so there we go. It's kind of second hand now. So the next step is to find out why it crashed. And no, we can't burn it yet. So yeah, but let's have a closer look at that prop's going to need rebalancing quite severely. But this was a pretty second-hand motor anyway. See that silicone glue there? It was pretty crap. But see, I think the needle valve might have got popped out of there, eh?
I think you might have to adjust it.
Ripped the snot out of it. It's actually sheared off the bolts that hold the motor in place. It was the motor took a lot of impact. I don't think that motor's going to be too good anymore. The bearings will be severely brunelled. Well, that still turns over, eh? It's not bad. Moving further down the chain of destruction, the beautiful Hobby King servos. I mean, look, it's even got a stone in it. They worked really well. I don't think it was their fault. The receiver here is looking not too badly damaged. It's popped out a bit at the back, I think. So, yeah. But when I got there, it was all turned off, the switch, which is self-destructed, cheap RC timer switch. But I don't think it was a lack of power, because it would have just sort of kept flying along. It wouldn't have suddenly dived into the ground, so I don't know what the cause is, but that's the RC timer switch. Yeah, they look alright, nothing fancy, nothing special. Yeah, so it wasn't that. The battery's okay, fully charged. It was alright. And what's Barry found? What's that, Barry? That's a needle valve. Yeah, I'll straighten that up, put it back on. No worries. And the canopy's the canopy's going to need a bit of polish, I think.
I think the pilot ejected, actually.
Yeah, I think he did. Whether he wanted to or not, he got ejected. So there you go. I mean, the tail section's looking pretty fine, actually. It didn't hardly get damaged at all. And the wing, well, the wing's pretty beautiful, apart from a little bit of impact damage on the end here. I mean, the rest of it's surprisingly good. And a little bit on the top, and the fact it's really rooted, but apart from that, it's perfect. So there you go. We don't know what caused it, so I'm going to retire this receiver, because if you get one that's possibly dud, you don't use it again, you throw it away, because they're only about $30 or something. I haven't had any dud ones yet. This will be the first one if it is that, but I don't know. But you don't take the risk, because if you use it in another... There goes my phone. Use it in another model.
It's news already.
You could smack another model if you weren't careful. So there we go. We're going to have to... yeah, I'm not too sure about that motor. It'll vibrate like hell with that prop. So there we go. That's it. Another wonderful landing on the X-Jet channel. And don't forget, where do we go to see the actual crash?
Tedenz.
Tedenz. Sweet.